the fire companies. And she looks, she goes, oh my God, this Nathan. We had to stop it, replay it. But he is here with us today, and he's going to share his story. Thank you.
My mom will probably be doing most of the talking, just so you know. I don't talk that much.
This probably would have been a lot easier if I didn't have 3 cups of coffee prior to standing up here. Good morning, everybody. My name is Angela Price. My son that stands here next to me is 18-year-old Nathan Brundage, one of this year's honorary survivors for the American Cancer Society's 2015 Greater Niagara Relay for Life. Before we begin, we would like to thank the American Cancer Society, but most notably Christina Groff, and the entire team of coordinators for our relay. There are so many of you that are such amazing and inspiring people that volunteer their time and effort to organize and facilitate this wonderful event. You are all very special people. And my entire family would like to take this opportunity to thank all of you for inviting us into your lives and allowing us to honor and work alongside each and every one of you. My only hope is that we are able to share our personal story and background with you so that you can understand why there is a need to have a Relay for Life and the continued funding desperately needed to allow ACS to continue helping all families get through difficult times, not only emotionally, but financially. December 20th, 2013 was the day that changed Nathan's and our entire family's lives forever. This normal, average, everyday kid was diagnosed with the rarest, most aggressive form of brain cancer, glioblastoma multiforme, grade 4. Not only is GBM rare, but it's almost unheard of in pediatrics. To give you guys just an example, Nathan had the same cancer, if you've heard about Blue for Ben Sauer. Nathan was diagnosed a month prior to Ben. Over the past year, Nathan has endured several brain surgeries, a seizure, extensive hospital stays, radiation at Roswell Park, and has been receiving chemotherapy every other week since his diagnosis. With no cure in sight, this is the hope we have to hold on to. The worries remain a daily reality for Nathan and for us. There is always a concern how his body will continue to respond to these aggressive drugs and have their own tendency to sometimes be more of a hindrance instead of a help. On top of treatment, Nathan has a life unlike any other kid at the age of 18. Nathan receives homeschooling each day during the week by a teacher from his school district and is unable to attend school like any other student in their senior year of high school because of the constant threat of illness, mostly from the effects he experiences after chemotherapy treatments. On top of numerous hospital visits, Nathan also gets cared for at home from visiting nurses weekly and has a PICC line, which is a central intravenous line placed into his arm to allow access for his numerous blood draws, medicines, and chemotherapy he receives. When Nathan was diagnosed, I immediately had to stop working to care for him for full time. I had to quit my job as there was no way I was going to leave my son's side at any moment. With that being said, my husband was now the only one able to work, and within this past year we have used up our entire savings. Nathan's dad, whom also contributes financially to Nathan's care, was just as overwhelmed as we were. The medical bills and co-pays had almost immediately crippled our family's financial wealth. Within 1 month of Nathan's hospitalization, we received over $70,000 in bills. And that was just the beginning. Saying our family was overwhelmed would be an understatement. Everything hit us all so fast, it amazes me that we're able to stand up here today and say, we are making it. Every day, the American Cancer Society helps people take steps to reduce their risk of cancer or find it early, when it's the easiest to treat. They provide free information and services to cancer patients throughout their journey. The organization is investing in crucial research to prevent, treat, and ultimately cure all cancer. We have signed up to fundraise and walk in our local Relay for Life event. We hope you will consider joining our team or making a donation to support our efforts. Relay participants, including myself and my family, all raise funds because we've been affected by cancer in some way, and because a Relay for Life event gives us the power to fight back. This is our opportunity to honor the cancer survivors in our lives and remember friends and family we have lost, and help raise funds to support the American Cancer Society's life-saving mission. We participate because we know that by raising funds and walking in the American Cancer Society Relay for Life event, we will help save lives from cancer. It's overwhelming to think that millions of people will be diagnosed with cancer this year. It might be someone close to us, you, or me. Our Relay for Life event is not only a way to join our community to fight back against cancer, but it also is a way to inspire hope by raising funds and cancer awareness to help these facing the disease. I can promise all of you, as I know everyone, including my own family, takes so many of the luxuries we had for granted. Until something really tragic or life-altering happens, we don't tend to, unfortunately, be thankful for all of the things in our lives. We have learned that even with a life-altering illness, we have begun to live a better life of family, love, hope, and now, important of all, miracles. Nathan standing next to me today is nothing short of a miracle. On this past Wednesday, January 21st, 2014, which happened to be my birthday, you can say it. We went to Nathan's doctor for his complete MRI results and were told that miraculously, the MRI showed no visible signs of a tumor at this time. Just 3 short months ago, they were still able to see some of the tumor and its remnants. Although this doesn't mean that cancer cells are not present, they just cannot be seen on the imaging an MRI can so keenly provide. Therefore, Nathan will still continue on with his current aggressive chemotherapy treatments for a minimum of 6 months or longer, until they are positive it is safe to cease the current treatment. This has come a long way. For us to be as far as we have within a short period of time, which was a year, this diagnosis is nothing but short of a miracle. Nathan is not just an 18-year-old kid fighting brain cancer. He has won many medical setbacks, fought his way back from not being able to walk to walking normally again. When all doctors gave him was a small % chance of fighting at that time and surviving, Nathan wasn't going to have that. He fought hard and became a miracle and still continues to do that today. I am proud to stand beside the strongest person in my life, who's taught his mom several life lessons. Nathan is now an honor student, training for his emergency medical technician license, and has been a volunteer firefighter at the Lewiston No. 2 Volunteer Fire Company in our community since he was 15 years old. Nathan's ultimate goal is to be a paid firefighter and an EMT. How ironic is that? A young man wanting to help others the exact same way many of you will and already have done for him. I tell everyone I come in contact with that fighting an illness of this magnitude takes more than just hope. It takes support and a positive mental outlook to continue to fight illnesses such as those we have seen on our visits and inpatient stays at the hospital. It takes not only monetary donations to allow the American Cancer Society to continue their positive work, but also volunteering your time when you are able is simply a way to possibly help these families with some of the direction they will need to navigate the many overwhelming situations a cancer diagnosis creates. We implore all of you to not wait till a diagnosis strikes your family or your life. Millions of people are being diagnosed with some form of cancer each year. Let's work together now to halt this horrific disease in its tracks. Let's fundraise now, raise awareness to hopefully someday reach a cure for all cancer. In closing, on behalf of my son Nathan, myself, my husband Aaron, Nathan's dad, Nathan's brother Matthew, and sister Alyssa, and the remaining members of my entire family and friends, and all other Western New York cancer patients and their families, thank you for taking the time to help us make a difference. You showing up today and supporting this cause will in turn help millions of Americans win the war against cancer. Thank you.
I'd just like to thank everybody that came out today and who is signing up for a team or already has a team. It means a lot to me because the American Cancer Society is it's something, that's for sure. So thank you very much. Raise as much money as you possibly can for us. I don't know what else to say. So. Just thank you very much.